Well, hello everybody. Well, like the title says, this is our new model room. I moved all the models over. I've been moving the models over from our original display room. We just outgrew it. And my wife was kind enough to give me this extra room that we've got in the house here. So we've been doing a little bit of fixing up in here and slowly but surely moving all the models over. It's been a lot of work putting up all these shelves and everything. But I'm coming along pretty good. I thought I'd share some of this with you guys and talk about some of the models we've got in here again. This is going to be really nice. We've got visitors that have been coming over to visit us at the shop, and we'll have a nice area here now for people to come in and see all of our builds on display, some of the past work that we've done. And so I've been really happy to do this. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. You can see we've got our big Yamato up here, finally in a nice spot all by itself where you can see it really nice, and our Master Replicas Enterprise here. And then the old faithful Tenant Controls Enterprise A that we got from Ralph, going out about 4 or 5 years ago now, still running strong. And got that all set up and cleaned up really nice and moved over. Had to be really careful with it. And you can see we've got our bunch of other models here. We've got our original TOS 350 that we built. We built that when the kit first came out, and we did the nice second pilot edition on that. I really like these second edition nacelle end caps here. You know, the rocket kind of look to it. They look pretty cool. And we've got our shuttle bay in there with our little lit up shuttle, and she's still going strong, and I run it a lot. It's been probably almost 3 years now that it's been running. Here you've got our little Invaders display. We built this one and it turned out to be really popular. A lot of people like this little saucer. It turns out Atlantis Models has repopped this kit now. You can get yours through culttvman.com or a few other places. They're doing it in the original Aurora box art. I think it's a limited edition. I pre-ordered one of those, but just a really cool and fun little kit. We've got a Tenant Controls board in that one as well, too, giving us our lighting effects there. And you can see our 1537 scale Katinga that we did with all the JT Graphics upgrades, all the resin parts and everything for that, and the beautiful photo etch set from Elliott Brown. Really, really nice. We've got that custom display base from Jerry there with the V'ger cloud with the Death Torpedo coming towards us. We've also got sound on that one that we can play with our remote there that was set up by Dave at Wolf Base. Really nice setup. And then we've got our Captain Cardboard huge scale. I think this is they're calling it studio scale D7 Klingon cruiser from the original series. And we've got a self-destructed Enterprise from Star Trek 3 that we did. That's with the Brad Hare aftermarket resin saucer on that one. And we use the Paragraphics photo etch for the battle damage and all that, and it's a 1/1000 scale Polaroids kit. And here's our big refit that we built, geez, about 2 years ago now already. She's still looking good and going strong. And got a really nice Bondi Voyager here. I really like the paint work that we all like to paint our own models, but these paint jobs on these Bondi models are just beautiful. You can see all the panel detail and everything there. I think they silk screened this on, and it turns out really crisp and clean. You can see we have the Bondi Enterprise E here too. And just look at that beautiful Aztec detail on that, guys. It's fantastic. It's a shame they had to quit making these. And here's our original Galileo. This is one of the first models that we built on our TrekWorks channel. Geez, about 4 years ago now. We built that in our little TV tray in the front room, TV stand. And simple little kit, but we had a lot of fun with it. We're going to be working on a Randy Cooper Galileo very soon. And that's a much more accurate model, and we'll have a lot of fun lighting the interior and everything. Over here we've got the Into Darkness Enterprise in 1/500 scale by Revell. We built that up on the channel and showed you painting on all those pearlescent Aztecs on that model. Still looking good. And our AMT Defiant. We had a lot of fun hand painting all these panels on here. There are masks available for this now since we built this, and also a decal set if you want to do your own decals since the kit's been repopped. So, but we had a lot of fun painting those on at the time. And here's one of my favorites. This is the Uss Hawkins. This is a tribute build that we did for a good friend of ours in the modeling community, Eric Hawkins, who's always talking about doing kit bashing and things like that. So we built this out of a 350 scale Classic Enterprise kit, and it's a destroyer class ship from the original Franz Joseph blueprints. You can see that we've got this really nice display on the top of the base here that Jerry at HDA Model Works did for us with the specs on this thing. Really cool. The whole display came together really nice. You can see we've got our little detailed bridge with all the screens and our crew figures in there. And another one of my favorites is the 8-window sea view from the movie Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. This came out way before the television series. It had 8 windows originally, and it had a double-decker observation deck, and you can see we've got all the interior detail in there. We backlit the map on the wall there, and the officers' lounge and all the other areas. And then you've got the observation deck on the top. And then we did some neat lighting here in the conning tower inside for emergency lighting, and we've got our ballistic missile all lit up here like it's being fired. And I had this nice little plaque made for this. This is actually the correct name for the original Seaview in the movie version. The television version, the name was changed. It was originally USOS Submarine Seaview. I can't remember what they changed it to, but we've got the 4-window kit too, the large kit that comes with the flying sub, and you guys will get to see us build that one at some point in the future here on the channel. And another one of my all-time favorites that we've built so far is this 172 scale Revell German U-boat. Now, the reason I had so much fun with this model is that we get to do a lot of weathering and things like that, and I had a blast working with that, learning some new techniques with oil paints and stuff, and we made all this rust and wear and tear from being in the salt water and everything, and got to do all that. We decided to do this one as a replica from the movie Das Boot of the U-96, fictional ship in the film, but I believe there wasn't actually a U-96 in real life that did a little bit in the war, but those are always fun to do, military models. And then over here we've got our Old Faithful Reliant, our round 2 version that we built a couple of years ago, still looking good, and our NX-01, and we used all the A-Creation decals on that. You can still see our Aztec detail work here is still holding up really well, hasn't started to peel or anything. It was a really complicated decal set to put down, but we took our time and we had a good result. You can see we've got our fiber optics there still working in the front, and a nice deflector dish and everything. She's still looking good. And then over in this corner we've got our Batmobile. This is the Mobius Batmobile. Actually, this is Polar Lights, and we installed the Controls lighting kit for this one, which gives us the rotating siren there on the top, and the pulsing radar for Robin's side of the car, and the flashing bat phone. And here in the back we've got our little turbine engine effect that we did with a couple of special LEDs. Those are flickering LEDs in red and amber, or I'm sorry, blue and amber. But that one was fun. Here's our Mobius Chariot. This is in 1/24 scale. This kit's been discontinued, but the word is that Mobius is going to be releasing very soon a 2-pack of the Chariot and the space pod there in 1/35 scale, which will be the same scale as our Jupiter 2 here, so it'll allow you to make a really nice diorama with that, so that's pretty cool. But we've got our B9 that we did, and that's also got a Controls kit in it for the lighting and also the sound. We'll hit a couple of the voices here for you. Gotta love the B9. Then we've got an old AMT X-Wing that we built up here for the Sci-Fi Model Action group build a while back. And a little look at our Jupiter 2. You can see the interior in there with our figures. We've got the crew figures from Crow's Nest and the chiller tubes there in the background. And then we've got the robot that we... this is actually a Johnny Lightning, which was in the correct scale for this model. I'm not sure if, since I built this, if there's a kit now for the robot that's in scale, but we took him apart and did some lighting on him and stuff like that and worked him in there. Got the fusion core lighting on the bottom going on. So we've got a lot more models to move in here, and we'll show you the rest when we're finally done. We've got a bunch of, you can see we've got a big wall here to work with. We've got plenty more to work with. We can go up higher above this, and so things are looking pretty good, guys. I'll show you a little bit more of this as we finish it all up. We've got some Battlestar Galactica. We've got our Enterprise D that we've got to move in here. Quite a few other models that are sitting out there in storage, so we'll show you the finale of all that. So I hope you enjoyed it. We'll finish this up, guys, with a quick look. You can see we've got Maximilian from the black hole guarding the whole place here. So we'll finish this up by a little bit of look at everything in the dark, guys. And then we'll call it a wrap. Okay, guys, that's it. We'll see you a little bit, and take care, everybody. Happy modeling.